Hi all. So what we do, we'll learn today this about HLOOKUP, which is a part of that same workbook 4.1 VLOOKUP HLOOKUP and sheet number 2. So here what is mentioned, the name of a sheet is HLOOKUP, right? With false match we have to use. Hint is already been given. So why HLOOKUP? Because this reference table is arranged in a horizontal manner, right? All the values, see, the headings are lying in various row. The headings are lying in various row and the values are lying in various column. So that is why this kind of arrangement is known as horizontal arrangement. If we look at the first sheet here, column headings are or headings are lying on various columns and values are lying with respect to each column heading in various rows. So this was a actually vertical arrangement. That is why we look for the value vertically. We look for the value first of all vertically, and once it is been found, we pick the value from the horizontally from various column index number. Here we will look for the value in various columns, like various column, and the lookup value should always be on the top row. Well, lookup value should always be lying in the top row, and once the value is being found, we will be writing the row index number. Whatever the row index number is over there, from that row index number I'll be picking the value from the same row but from the respective column, right? So this is how we have to work now, right? So we look at the syntax first of all. One thing what we learned is whenever the lookup value is being given, we have to create a data validation list. So data validation list is already been created. So I'll be telling you, explaining you three different ways. One is the simple one. Simple one is what we will say equals to HLOOKUP. The definition is it looks for a value in the top row of a table or array of values and returns the value in the same column. In the same column from a specified row, right? I'll say HLOOKUP. This is my lookup value, comma. I have to look the value from this particular table array, comma. Once the value is being found, I have to look for the region which is in second row, which is a second row index, comma. I have to look for exact match, that is false. If I write in this way, what all I need to do? I need to freeze the cells. Which see, first cell is my lookup values. I'll freeze it. Second, no need to freeze the table 2. Reason behind, I have given a named. I haven't given the range name. This range name of this table is table 2. That is why table 2 is coming. Now if I drag it, what happens? See, it is giving me WA only, because what is not changing? This row index is not changing. So one is I will be writing manually. I'll go over here. I'll write over here 3 because product is lying in third row, third row of this particular table array and price is lying in fourth row. One way is this, but this is very time consuming. So what is the second way out? Second way out is I'll say if I'm looking for the value in a horizontal manner, then I'll say HLOOKUP. This is my lookup value. My lookup value is lying in this cell, that is B7. I'll freeze it, comma. I have already given the range name to this particular table array, that is table 2, comma. Now I'll writing in curly bracket. What all column index I need? 2, comma 3, comma 4. Which and curly bracket close, comma. Which kind of match I'll be going for? Exact, that is 0. Then I'll close the parenthesis. All the values will come automatically. All the values will come automatically. So here I forgot to write price. Let me write price, right? And here let me give a color also to this cell, right? And border also. Now see, what is the third way out? Third way out is equals to HLOOKUP, more dynamic way. This is the value which I am looking for. It should lie on topmost row. So I'll freeze it, comma. What is the name range of this table? That is table 2, comma. Now another way out. I want that automatically in spite of giving in curly bracket, because curly bracket is giving the values in a horizontal manner and I want it in a vertical manner. So vertically what is changing? Change row is changing. So that is why there is a dynamic function row. I'll write any cell address, but it should have 2 in it. So I'll write, let's say, E2, right? 2 is there. So row function will be going to pick the row number. And in E2 cell address, 2 is the row number, E is the column. So E column is 5. When I'm looking for 5 value, then I have to use column function and I can write E2, it will give me 5, comma, 0, because I'm looking for exact match, enter. Now if I drag it, I see this is again the third way out. So these are the 3 methods using which we can display or we can extract the value which are lying in a continuous manner in a lookup table or table array. One thing we have to have in this mind very clear in our mind, that the lookup value should always lie in the topmost row and we have to give row index number, right? Now second way out. This is a second problem statement. Here product is being given and I have to find out price. Product in the table array is given in the third row. So what we have to do? The condition is, when we are using HLOOKUP, my lookup value should always lie in the topmost row. So where we will be making a change? We'll be making a change HLOOKUP. This is my lookup value. I can freeze it also. I'm not copying it. That is why it is not necessary. No formula is not supposed to be copied. So that is why it is not necessary to freeze, but it's a good habit if you'll freeze the lookup value, comma. Now the table array will start from product values, right? This is my table array. You have to remember this thing, because lookup value should always lie on the topmost row. We can freeze it also. In this lookup value, where is price? Price is in the second row index. Price index or row index for price is second. So I'll write 2, comma, which kind of match? It is exact match. So I'll press and I'll close. So this is about HLOOKUP. Hope you understand. If you have any issue, you can ask me in class.